them. I really do. I don't wear... Am I lying? You hear how my voice went up? You know, they always say that's how you know when people are lying. I love them. It's a huge difference. If they had a 40, it would have been mine. It would have been mine. But this is... I look at you, I'm like, Lord, you make me tired. Look, I know. I'm sitting here, I'm recording now. Will you be free in about 10 minutes? I want to ask real quick, are you going to New York Fashion Week in February? I have to set up the monitor. Keep my eye on the wild child. Bonjour, mes amis, and bienvenue to the What's on My Rack accessory edition. C'est moi, Jessie, your resident Francophile, and here on Cappuccinos and Consignment, I focus on lifestyle, travel, and finance. S'il vous plaît, take a moment to like, subscribe, and follow. Follow me over on Insta. I have a blog, and I am desperately trying to find my way on TikTok. So during my 25 days of vlogging, I shared a What's on My Rack regarding the garments, but today we are going to do the accessories, well, the top half of the accessories, because as my grand-mère would say, I am on borrowed time. My toddler is in her crib and I need to do this before she starts screaming hysterically. But first, a sip of cappuccino. Woo, d'accord, let's go. I apologize in advance for the lack of moisture on my hands. As I was getting ready to record, I remembered this is crazy. This is going to trip you out. My toiletry pouch, which I'll show you soon, it cracked. It started cracking so bad. I purchased it in 2015, and in, I want to say 18, I had to take it in to get, well, just exchanged at LV. Do you want to know what the essay told me? Pause and pause the video, come back, but pause the video and tell me why. She said, my toiletry pouch was cracking. And we are back because of moisturizer. She's like, are you using like hand creams or something before you use your toiletry pouch? I thought that was so ironic because it's a toiletry pouch. What am I supposed to put in it? So the husband, being just the sarcastic man that he is, says to the essay, oh, should I buy her like some LV white gloves or something to use when she's, you know, holding the pouch? And of course, the poor essay had no clue. And she's looking like, oh, that's a grand idea. Yeah, crazy. So with all of that, I did not moisturize because I am going to be touching my precious canvas LV pieces. So let's start with the top row. First, I have this vintage Gucci. It's a travel piece. I do not know the name of it. It's in a travel collection, a vintage travel collection, but the name I do not know. I purchased this when I was in school for my Master's of Wine. Another random fact about moi. I was a Master's of Wine student, but I ended up postponing it because, well, the state of the world, everything shut down. But then I was pregnant and I thought it would be in poor taste to continue that. So yeah, that's that. So I purchased this because I wanted to carry my wine in here. It's so ridiculous, right? It's so ridiculous. So I only used it once, and then I thought about using it as like just an actual travel piece. But as you can see, I'm a bit partial to LV, and I do have the LV Horizon, and this just wouldn't mesh well, in my opinion, to sit on top. So I actually have this for sale on my Posh, and I think it's a little over 200 or so. So this is the first piece, this vintage Gucci travel number, and I have it stuffed with a pillow. Next is my Caviar Chanel tote. I have had this beauty since about, I want to say 2016. I have done a review on this tote, and on that review I shared that these are not the original handles. This tote had the leather straps. This tote does come with the gold straps, but not the version I got. But because I packed it to capacity and I'm just so hard on my bags, the final straw was when this bag fell out of a moving Jeep when I was in South Africa on a safari. It fell out. Yeah, it crazy times. So with all of that, I needed to just get this purse rehabbed, and I wanted to do the gold straps. I just felt like you know, this says Chanel, like the gold chain. So voila. And I have it stuffed with like LV boxes and all. But the caviar leather tote. Next is my Fendi duffel, which I still have the tag from the hotel. I haven't used it. No, I have used this. I typically use this when I go on road trips, but the last time I used it actually traveling it's been almost a year. February for New York Fashion Week, I carried this. So yeah, Fendi duffel. And someone recently left a comment wanting me to compare the two duffels, the LV Keep All and the Fendi duffel. I could, but it really wouldn't be fair because as you can see, this is much larger than the LV Keep All, and this is vintage. This is my Keep All. I want to say this is the 55. So for the most part, whenever I buy carry-on LV carry-on pieces, I always I always buy, okay, she got too quiet. I always buy the largest of the carry-on options. And if I'm not mistaken, and if I am, I'll insert it here, 55, and that's the length in centimeters. 55 is the largest carry-on appropriate piece, not your personal item, but your carry-on item. Are you following? So my Horizon is 55. And this is 55 as well. I can just a quick comparison. The Fendi tote, the Fendi duffel, while it is larger, it is much lighter. This Keep All, which I have done a full review on, I actually did a review on every single travel LV piece that I have. This is so heavy. It's heavy by itself, but when you start adding pieces, it's like unbearable. I have only used this once or twice while traveling. I feel like we were going to Berlin. I think I used it once going to Italy. I'll try to find pictures and insert it here. And I'm so glad that the husband was with me, which he usually isn't. If you are new here, I typically travel alone. The husband was with me. Thank God, because there was no way I could carry this. And at the time I had the LVP gauze and I tried to prop it up there, but it was too big and just entirely too heavy. So for the most part, this is yet another road trip piece. I have to reorganize that once I finish recording. My Speedy 40, my beloved Speedy 40. And during my 25 days of vlogging, I shared the history about the Speedy. I screamed, she screamed. You scream for I scream. I shared the history of the LV Speedy, so check that out. The whole 25 days of vlogging, it was pretty good if I say so myself. But I absolutely love the 40. As a point of reference, I am 5'9", and I just carry my entire life avec moi. Like the husband questions if I'm coming home at times. I love my 40. Absolutely love my 40. This is it. Next is my Speedy Damier. This is the perfect bag. I'm so upset that this doesn't come in the 40. The largest size that the Damier comes in is a 35, and this is it. And you can tell, like, it's a huge difference. If they had a 40, it would have been mine. It would have been mine. But I don't care how basic people say they are. Speedies are classic. And you can hear in the influx in my voice, Speedies are classic, okay? I just wish it came in a 40. Next are my Star Trails. I purchased these during stay-at-home orders. This was during that time. I love them. I really do. I don't wear... Am I lying? You hear how my voice went up? You know, they always say that's how you know when people are lying. Them. No, I do. I really I enjoyed these. Are they a traditional Jessie shoe? Absolutely not. But the husband wanted me to buy a snow boot because I only have heels. And yeah, he's like, no, we need to buy you a pair of snow boots. So when these came, he's like, are you serious? I said, they have grip. They're made for the snow. And I proved that they were made for the snow because I wore these on my last trip to Montreal. Check that vlog out as well. I went to Montreal with my dear friend Steph Lover, and we had too much fun. Next is my Madeleine. I got these in London. We were heading back from I don't know where we were. We were in Spain, and I looked all over Spain because I wanted these shoes so bad. They did not have them in Spain. And an essay, or maybe I looked online, I can't remember, told me that they had them in London, so we went to London. It's a whole story. I did a review about these, and just check that out as well. Are these my favorite? Absolutely not. I have only worn these maybe 2 or 3 times, and I shared in that review that I really think they were a waste of money, but you'll have to check out that review. Here to you as well. Look, I know. I'm sitting here, I'm recording now. Will you be free in about 10 minutes? I don't know if I'm going to or not, because everything with my mom, my dear friend Nancy, who I met on IG, who says that the internet is all bad. It's not. She is amazing. She has a YouTube channel as well. I believe it's still the same as her Insta, Travel Shop Lady. So check her out. And yeah, we may be in Fashion Week. We may be at Fashion Week. We're not talking about in Fashion Week. I ain't ripping nobody's runway. Not eating all these baguettes and croissants. Okay. This is my Fendi tote that you all know. We voted that this was my favorite bag. Picked this up in Paris in September. I was there. I had just given a lecture at a French university, and this was like my gift for a job well done. I was going to buy it anyway. It has Fendi on the front, but you all know how I get with things being in frame, and it will drive me crazy during the editing process. But you all have seen this 1,000 times, and if not, I will insert photos. Next is my Chanel jumbo flap. During my 25 days of vlogging as well, I shared the story. Oh, she's starting to scream. Okay, I have to wrap this up. During my 25 days of vlogging, I shared my entire purchase process with this, and how things came full circle when I was invited by the CEO. Not quite, but the CEO was there of Fashion File. It was just absolutely insane. So check that video out too. Just check out all the videos. Why not? Push play. Yep, so this is my baby. My Dior book tote, which I just got personalized. I picked this up, oh goodness, what day was it? Maybe Friday, Thursday, last week. Just got this back. So I purchased this in Paris in July. I had been wanting a book tote forever. And yeah, I finally decided to do it. Fun story, which I have told beaucoup times, and if you watch my reviews, you'll hear it. I went back to get the leopard print version book tote because I wear so much black and brown, but the line was crazy long, and that's when I went over to Fendi and found this belle in Paris. And I didn't even know this was an option because I wouldn't have considered the leopard print one. But if you watch that Paris vlog, which you should, you will have seen me try on both of the bags, but I am so delighted that I got the traditional navy. So yeah, book tote. Next is my WWE. I love this belt. Love this belt so much. You all know how much I wear my pieces. So much so that someone on Insta one day said something ridiculous. Sis, how many times are you going to wear that same belt? All of my days. All of my days. I mean, it boggles me when I receive messages like that. Like, why do I buy things if I can't wear them? I wasn't aware that there was a cap to how many times I could wear my luxury pieces. Not just luxury, anything. C'est la vie. I did a review on this beauty. I absolutely love it. I went back and forth as to whether I wanted to purchase this belt or not, because to date, it was the most expensive belt that I had ever purchased. This retails for like $1,000 US, and I had never spent that much on a belt before. But when I tell you cost per wear, I owe this belt money. That's how much I wore this beauty. And if you all remember, if you are a vintage as me, remember I lost the brown piece. So I had been going back and forth with Valentino because I just needed the brown loop. They wanted me to send the belt in. Like, it was ridiculous. Oddly enough, I Paris in September or November. I can't remember. I'm always in Paris. One of my last trips, I found the belt loop in the bottom of my Speedy. I have no clue how it got there, but yeah, and it's reversible. So that's one of the selling points with this belt, is that I felt like I got a twofer. Parfait. To speed this up, because she's starting to get fussy, I will do both. These are my Fendi. This is my Fendi and my LV belt. I got this the same day I purchased the tote, the Sunshine Shopper, while iPaddy, because I am so matchy. Like, it's ridiculous, but I love it. It is also reversible, so a win is a win. My LV, the husband got this for me. I don't remember when, but it's reversible as well. I rarely wear it on the red side because this red is very, like, it's hard to see on the camera, but it's not like a traditional red. Like, it's really, I don't have anything to match with this, I should say. And again, I'm matchy. So for the most part, I just wear it on the logo side, and we know that I'm gaudy, I'm flashy. I love this. Moving into the toiletry pouches. This is the toiletry pouch that well, it's not the toiletry pouch that was damaged because they had to replace it. And the Crafty. I've only used this Crafty maybe once, twice. It's just so pretty, and I advocate against, so I guess I don't advocate for it. I typically tell Mesame, don't buy stuff that's just going to sit on a shelf. And I did it. So do as I say and not as I do. Vintage LV wallet. I think I picked this up in Milan or somewhere. I can't remember. I used to use this. What's in it? Okay. I used to use this all the time because it had a checkbook holder. And I can't remember which of the vlogs, or like the 25 days of Vlogmas, I inquired avec mes amis, does anyone still write checks? I was about that life. A handful of SLGs to speed this up. This is a part of my Kirigami. I had been searching for the Kirigami forever. While in Spain and London, I could not find it anywhere. So in Paris, 2019, November or so, I found one and lost my mind. Then I damaged it. I did an entire, I feel like a blog post. It's euros. I did an entire blog post about how I damaged my Kirigami set. And since it was the canvas that was damaged, like, there was nothing that could be done. So I just made it fun. I added these patches, which made me so happy. This is the MM. I thought these were just so adorable, and it made me want to personalize more LV pieces that weren't damaged. I thought about doing my sock plot, but I want to get another sock plot before I do that. Card holder. This is actually the husband's. I gave this to him as a gift. I don't know how it found its way in my dressing room. My Chanel card holder. This is lambskin. And you see how I destroyed it. Yeah. Next is my PM agenda. Where's my other agenda? Oh, it's here on the desk. So I have the PM agenda and the GM. I just feel like I need the MM to complete the collection, but it will be so unnecessary, which is why I need it. Je suis désolée, mes amis. I have to end this vlog. We will pick back up, but my dear darling is starting to throw a fit because it is her nap time, and I have to be strategic with this, so I will edit the vlog while she's asleep. Merci beaucoup for your time, and yeah, let's do a part 2. Alrighty, ciao for now.